available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes. It's for the entire community, whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value in growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? Now, this time of year is everyone's favorite. And no, I'm not talking about the welcoming of spring here in the cold Midwest. No, it's tax time, when we, sometimes not so willingly, file our tax returns and pay any remaining taxes due. Have you ever wondered, am I doing all I can to be tax efficient? Not just when I file my tax return, but throughout the year? And not just this year, but over the long term? And would additional tax-efficient strategies fit with the rest of my financial game plan? For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game. And remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning into the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
Back for the bottom half of the second inning, and we're back to the top of the lineup. Leading off, number 14, Joey Schlesselman. So he got a hit in his first at-bat, single up the middle. Here's the first pitch from Hamza, still in the game. There's ball one. 1-0 pitch from Hamza. Taken, called strike. And the 1-1 pitch from Hamza. That one's a ball. I'm not sure where it missed. Hamza in the windup. Schlesselman swings, hits it up the middle. Perez is there, has trouble, gets through his legs. And Schlesselman will be safe at first. So after the error from Perez, which Schlesselman gets on, it'll be the two-hitter, number 8, Carson Belcher, the left fielder. Might see him lay a bunt down here. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. He does go to bunt, gets it down, and that's a really good bunt. Hardiman there to field, throws Belcher out at first. So Belcher does his job there, moves the runner over. And 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Brings up the center fielder, the 3-hitter, number 20, Logan Harris. And he got a base hit in his last at-bat. And here he has a chance with a runner in scoring position, and Schlesselman at second. He takes strike 1. Harris hitting .250 this year. Swings way outside slider and misses. Got him out of his shoes there. Harris with 9 RBIs so far this year. Chance for 10. But first he has to get through Hamza with the 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Just outside there. Midland wanted to strike. One, two from Hamza. Swung on, chop to second. That'll move the runner over. Out at first, but he does get the job done, moving him over. So that'll bring up Templeton here, who's 1 for 1.
Next up, number 4, Logan Templeton.
The cleanup hitter with a runner on third for him. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, popped up. Right by the mound. Perez is there to make the play, and that'll be the end of the second inning. No runs for the Defenders. 1 hit. Or 1 error, I should say. We'll be back for the top of the 4th inning.
For top-notch rental equipment for your next project, look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Flooring and Design in Sioux Center. Whether you are building a new home, remodeling your current home, or wanting to freshen up your decor, we can help make your home as unique as you. Stop in to see us at Flooring and Design.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit epremierbank.com or stop by any of the 5 Premier Bank locations in Iowa or South Dakota to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Back here for the top of the third. Leading off for Midland is the 8-hitter number 4, Dax Wandler. And Bruel with the first pitch. Ball low. Wandler hitting .250 on the season. As that 1-0 pitch is low. Looking to be a leadoff here for the Warriors, chasing 2. That pitch is swung on, flown into left. Chasing is Belcher. He's not going to get there, and he dives, so Wandler's going to get into second for free. So that's a leadoff double for Wandler. There's a runner in scoring position for the 9-hitter, the catcher, Kobe Sandstrom.
Now up, number 38, Kobe Sandstrom.
Sandstrom hitting .185 on the season. The pitch from Bruel. Ball low, stopped by Demers. .1-0 pitch from Bruel. That one's outside. Sandstrom is 10 for 54 this season. 22 games played. 2-0 pitch is outside. It's a 3-0 to Sandstrom. The 9-hitter, not the guy you really want to be walking. But here's Bruel crawling back from 3-0 after a leadoff double. And that one's in there for a strike. Three-one count. Bruel goes home. Swung on, lined into left. Sandstrom gets a base hit. Wandler's getting sent home. Templeton gets the cutoff, throws home, not in time. So Sandstrom with the RBI single cuts the lead to 1. Going to be a courtesy runner for Sandstrom. That's number 9, Ben Kirkland. That brings us back to the top of the lineup. Number 1, Brody Boyle. Boyle's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Called strike on the first pitch. Oh and 1 the count. Burrell looks to first where Kirkland's at. Picks over, not in time. Oh and 1 the count. Here's Burrell. Pitch is low and out. One. And that pitch hits Boyle. So now it's first and second with no outs, and Hardiman's coming to the plate.
Now up, number 20, Joshua Hardiman.
Hardiman's 0 for 1 today, with a fly out. But he's hitting .352 on the season. First pitch swung on, huge hack from Hardiman. Oh, 1 from Bruel. Swung on, fouled off, so Hardiman's got a battle in an 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch from Bruel. Ball outside, runner goes, little miscommunication. 2 runners at second. Demers chasing. Throw to second, gets the lead runner, Kirkland. Someone either missed a steal sign or stole when they weren't supposed to. As Boyle goes back to first. So, pretty ideal for the defenders there. One-two count here against Hardiman. 1 pitch away from ending the inning. There's a 1-2 pitch. Just outside. Brings it to 2-2. Bruel just now stepping on the rubber. 5 on the pitch clock. Gets it off with 2. Swung on by Hardiman. It's swept foul. Two count. Bruel looks over to first. To Boyle. Now he throws. Outside. Don't want to walk him here. Full count here. Boyle at first. Picks over. Not in time. Here's Bruel, 3-2 count. The pitch. Swung on and missed. This runner goes, got him at second. They'll strike him out, throw him out to end the third inning. The top of the third, I should say. And we'll be back for the bottom half after this break.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
Back for the bottom of the third. Hamza still on the mound. Leading off for the defenders, number 27, Drew Oreskes. He's 1 for 1 today with an RBI, the RBI single. Takes ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on line to second. It's fielded by Wandler. He throws to first, and that's a great play with the glove by Wandler for a quick out, number 1. Brings up number 17, Matt McMillan, the right fielder. He doesn't have a registered at-bat, but he has an RBI today after the hit by pitch in the first. He takes ball 1. Here's a 1-0 pitch. That one's in the dirt. Hamza out of the windup. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, popped up, and it's caught by Perez for out number 2.
Now up, number 5, Morgan Wilkins.
Brings up number 5, Morgan Wilkins, the second baseman. 0 for 0 with a walk and an RBI today as he takes ball 1. Strike 1. Called strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2. So Wilkins quickly down here. Wilkins hitting .278 on the season. Hamza shaking everything. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that'll be a quick bottom half of the third. 1-2-3. We'll be back after the break for the top of the fourth.
This is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
Back here for the top of the fourth inning, leading off for the Warriors. Number 36, Chris Ortega, the three-hitter. Bruel still on the bump. Here's the pitch. High for ball one. And the 1-0 pitch from Bruel. Called strike there. Bruel, the fifth-year senior, one of the 4 seniors on this team. There's ball 2. The 2-1 pitch from Bruel. Swung on, lined to left field. That one was smoked. It gets to the fence. Ortiz rounding first. Belcher fields it, throws it in, but not in time to second base. So that's a leadoff double.
Now up number 37, Hayden Crawford.
That'll bring up number 37, Hayden Crawford, the first baseman. Hit a home run in his last at-bat, a moonshot to center field. Now he has runner in scoring position for him, down 1 run. Bruel, runner on second, throws the first pitch, swung on, fouled right. Bruel comes set, looks to second, throws the 0-1 pitch. That one's low in the dirt. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Bruel. Outside, good stop from Demers. Bruel trying not to give up a bunch of damage here to Crawford. He showed he can. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Good pitch from Bruel in the dirt. Good chase pitch. Now Crawford's hitting with 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded right side, foul. 2-2. Bruel in the stretch. The pitch. In the dirt. Good stop from Demers, keeping Ortiz from moving up. Ortega, excuse me. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Bruel with the big strikeout. Getting Crawford to go down swinging. So now there's one down here in the top of the fourth. Brings up the right fielder, number 23, Nate Reyes. 0 for 1 today. Here's the first pitch. Called strike one. One pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul territory. Demers chasing. He gets there for the second out. So after the leadoff double, Bruel's gotten 2 straight outs here, which brings up the center fielder, number 14, Jacob LaCory.
Now up, number 14, Jacob LaCurry.
So it brings up LaCory. 2 outs with a runner in scoring position for him. Chasing only one as Bruel throws ball 1. One 0 Bruel in the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Good pitch from Bruel. Midland with a 14-22 record, but a 10-8 conference record. So they're in the top 5 in the G-Pack, as there's ball 2. Dordt with a 16-24 record, but a 5-13 record in the G-Pack. The 2-1 pitch from Bruel. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Schlesselman gets there, throws to first. And it's in time. That'll be it here for the top of the fourth. We're halfway done with this one. We'll be back for the bottom half after this break.
Proactive Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab when the aches and pains won't go away. Visit proactivephysicaltherapy.net when you want to get back to the activities you love.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home. Today's broadcast brought to you by Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
Back here for the bottom half of the fourth, leading off is the first baseman, number 23, DJ Kerr. Kerr's 0 for 1 so far today. As Hamza still on the mound, throws the first pitch, ball outside. The 1-0 pitch from Hamza. Swung on and missed by Kerr. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Hamza. Called strike that time, same exact pitch. So Kerr's got a fight here, down 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. There's the 1-2 pitch is just high. There was an arm in the Midland bullpen in the bottom of the first after the trouble Hamza got in, but no one's been active down there since. As Hamza throws a pitch in the dirt to make it a full count. Here's a 3-2 pitch from Hamza. Swung on, fouled off. Good battle from Kerr. Kerr only 5 strikeouts on the season. And he shows why as he keeps battling here. And the 3-2 pitch from Hamza. Swung on, grounded, just foul. Tenth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Kerr in a huge battle right here. Pitch number 10 from Hamza on the way. Ball 4. Good at-bat from Kerr to lead off the inning for the defenders.
Now up, number 13, Chisholm Demers.
So now up is a 9-hole hitter, the catcher, number 13, Chisholm Demers, with a runner on first for him. A pickoff play there from the Warriors. I think they were expecting bunt. Didn't get it, but it just turned into a pick play. So a 1-0 count here for Demers. And Demers takes strike 1. The 1-1 pitch from Hamza. Low in the dirt. Kerr had a easy opportunity to take second there and looked like he misread it. But it's 2-1 to Demers. In the stretch, Hamza throws the pitch. Swung on, popped back for foul ball. Evens the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and there's a good strikeout from Hamza. He sends Demers back to the dugout. That'll bring up number 14, Joey Schlesselman. Schlesselman 1 for 2 here today. He got a base hit and reached on an error. 1 out with a runner on first for him. Here's the first pitch. He shows bunt. Doesn't get it, but it's a pass ball. And that'll be a free base there for Kerr. Doubt Schlesselman shows bunt anymore after that. Comes set. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Hamza. That one's low. Two O's the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lined up the middle. Kerr gonna be rounding third. The throw from Lickery is not in time. Schlesselman with the RBI single extends the lead to 2 for the defenders. Now there's an arm up and warming up in the bullpen for the Warriors.
Now up, number 8, Carson Belcher.
Hamza, first pitch to the 2-hole hitter. Number 8, the left fielder, Carson Belcher. Hamza wanted a strike there. Belcher's 0 for 1 today with the sac bunt as Hamza picks over to Schlesselman at first, not in time. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Just outside. Comes set. 10 on the pitch clock. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Just high. 3-0 count here for Belcher. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. That one's a called strike. The 3-1 pitch is also a called strike, so Hamza crawling back here. Three and 2. 1 out. Schlesselman at first. Swung on, flown into right. Chasing back is Reyes. He just got a little bit under that one, and that's going to be out number 2. Looked like off the bat had a shot at being gone. Just a little too high. Brings up the 3 hitter, number 20, Logan Harris. Harris is 0 for 2 so far today. Reached on an error and grounded out. So he has a runner on first for him here. Takes ball 1, almost back-picked Schlesselman. Sandstrom did. Schlesselman's getting a pretty big lead over there at first. Might change now. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lined into right. Reyes going back. He gets there for the jumping catch. That'll be it here for the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be back for the top of the 5th after this break.
Broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hovet Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hovet Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants, offices in Sioux Center and Lars. Helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
Back here for the top of fifth inning, leading off for Midland is Perez, and he pops it up and slams his bat at home plate as Schlesman catches his pop out for the first pitch of the inning. So that's a quick one out for Bruel. Bruel looking to make quick work of this Midland offense. As brings up the second baseman, the 8-hitter, Dax Wandler. He's 1 for 1 today with a double. That Belcher tried to dive for a miss, so he got a free base from it. Ball outside from Bruel. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one looked like it could have been called, but umpire said no thanks. It's ball 2. Still some activity in the Midland bullpen. And 2 people warming up for Dordt as there's called strike 1. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Wandler goes for the bunt, bunts it foul. So now it's 2-2 count. Two-two. Bruel out of the windup. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. So now it's full count. 3-2. The pitch. Ball outside. So Wandler walks in a full count there. 2 close pitches there at the end of the at-bat, but both called balls. That'll bring up the 9-hitter, the catcher, Kobe Sandstrom. He's 1 for 1 today with an RBI. There's a runner on first for him here. The pitch from Bruel is a called strike. Wandler leading off of first. Pick over. Not in time. Make sure he doesn't extend his lead. Oh, 1. Bruel comes set. Pitch. Swung on, flown into center. Harris chasing after it. Wandler about halfway. Harris catches it, throws it in, and that'll be 2 down. That brings up The leadoff hitter, number 1, Brody Boyle, the left fielder. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. So he'll come up with 2 outs here. Runner on first. That's Wandler. Bruel, the first pitch. Outside. Demers throws back to first. Not in time. Big out here for Bruel if he can get it. 1-0 count. Wandler at first, short lead. The pitch. Called strike 1. Boyle's hitting .304 on the year, 28 for 92. Pick over to first, not near close enough. Just checking on him over there. Bruel, the 1-1 pitch. Just outside. Two-one count. Swung on, grounded to short. Schlesherman gets it. Takes the easy one, throws to Wilkins at second. That'll do it for the top of the 5th here. Coming up, bottom of the 5th after a word from our sponsors.
Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser, and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender Way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000 member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders!
This is Jennifer Jansen at Epic Realty. At Epic Realty, we take pride in providing professional real estate services with integrity and expertise. Give us a call or stop by our Sioux Center office and visit our website at epichomerealty.com.
Premier Bank is proud to support Dordt University. Visit epremierbank.com for locations and more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
New pitcher for the Warriors, number 26, Harrison Aquaro with a 11 ERA. But leading off for the Defenders is number 4, Logan Templeton, as he takes ball 1. Aquaro, 10 appearances this season, no starts, 0-2 in 10.2 innings pitched. As Templeton takes ball 2. Templeton 0 for 1 today. Fly out and a walk. Scored a run when he got on base with the walk. And he takes ball 3. 3-0 count here from Templeton. Might see a take. Didn't look like he was taking, but he does take strike one. 3-1 count here. Guaro trying to battle back with his first hitter. The pitch. Swung on, grounded foul. Three-two, full count. The pitch from Aquaro. Swung on, flown into right. Reyes charging. Might not get there. He won't. It's going to be a foul ball. Templeton comes back. 3-2 pitch on the way from Aquaro. Here it is. Swung on, grounded to short. Perez fields. Throws to first in time, over to Crawford. So that's out number one. That ground out from Templeton will bring up number 27, the DH, Drew Oreskes. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI. RBI single as well as a ground out. Aquaro with the pitch. Ball inside. Here's the pitch from Aquaro. Swung on, flown into right center, and that one will be gone. Drew Oreskes, he's going to hit a home run there to extend the lead to 3. And that is his second home run of the year. Comes at a big time to give Dordt 5-2 lead. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 17, Matt McMillan, who's 1 for 2 today with an RBI as well. Here's a pitch from Aquaro, ball in the dirt. Second pitch is a ball outside. (2-0) from Aquaro. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lined into left center. They got a guy. As that's Boyle. There for the line out. Out number 2 for the defenders. Brings up the second baseman, number 5, Morgan Wilkins. He's 0 for 1 today. The fly out as well as a hit by pitch and an RBI. The first pitch from Aquaro. Ball outside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Little sword swing there for the first strike of the at-bat. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ball outside. Quaro comes set. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded foul. Quaro comes set. The 2-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on, flown, straight up. That one might get out too. Licorio's right there at the warning track to end the inning. We'll be back for the top of 6 right after this break.
This is Jennifer Jansen at Epic Realty. At Epic Realty, we take pride in providing professional real estate services with integrity and expertise. Give us a call or stop by our Sioux Center office and visit our website at epichomerealty.com.
Premier Bank is proud to support Dordt University. Visit epremierbank.com for locations and more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here for the top of the 6th inning. Leading off from Midland, number 20, Joshua Hardiman. He's 0 for 1 today. 0 for 2. Another fly out and a strikeout. Burrell, 5 innings in. Looking to get another one in his belt here. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1, just a little high. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Ball in the dirt. Two-0 pitch from Bruel. Swung on, grounded 5-6 hole. And Grimes, who's at shortstop, is there to field. But he couldn't get there in time, and that's going to be a single for Hardiman. So Schlesselman went to second with Grimes coming in, and Wilkins goes to the dugout. Leadoff single there for Hardiman brings up the 3-hitter, the DH, number 36, Chris Ortega. 0 for 2 today, strikeout and fly out. 1 for 2, that was the wrong stats. He has a double, and he gets it all of that one. That's way gone. That'll cut the lead to just 1. Ortega hits his 3rd home run of the season. Comes at a big time for the Warriors as they cut the lead to 1. Brings up the cleanup hitter, the first baseman, number 37, Hayden Crawford. 1 for 2 today with a home run, as well as a strikeout. Here's Bruel with the first pitch. Swung on, lined into the left center gap. This is going to be extra bases. Harris fields, throws it in, and got a little too much loft on that one, so Crawford's going to stroll into second. So that's his second extra base hit of the game, which will bring up the right fielder, number 23, Nate Reyes. 0 for 2 today. 2 flyouts. Runner in scoring position here for Reyes. Crawford at second. Showing bunt. Pulls back on the ball. Here's a pitch from Bruel. Pulls back the bunt, but umpire's going to say that's outside. Showing bunt. Gets it down. Right to the pitcher. Bruel throws in time. Schlusselman becomes the first baseman, and they get out number 1. Tying run is at third, though, with 1 out. So Bruel needs 2 big outs here.
Now batting number 14, Jacob LeCurry.
Brings up the center fielder, number 14, Jacob LeCurry. And there will be a meeting at the mound here. Back after the meeting. Runner on third, 1 out. That runner on third is the tying run here in the top of the 6th. Burrell looking to get out of this infield playing in. Not giving that run a chance. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Good pitch from Bruel to start the at-bat. LeCurry's 0 for 2 today. Ground out and fly out. Here's the pitch from Bruel. Swung on, foul off, so Bruel has him in an 0-2 count here. Something you want to see if you're a Dordt fan. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Bruel. Swung on, down the line. They're going to say it's a foul ball. Just barely. So that'll bring LeCurry back to the box. Here's the 0-2 pitch coming from Bruel. Crawford on third. Here it is. Ball outside. Bruel wanted it. Didn't get it. One-two pitch from Bruel. Ball just outside. Hit a spot. Spot was just outside the zone. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on, flown into center. Harris is there, but it is deep enough to get a run in. So Midland's going to tie the game here in the top of the 6th with a 3-run inning. And they could do more damage here as there's only 2 outs. Brings up the shortstop, Amir Perez. He's 0 for 2 today, ground out and fly out. Curry gets the sac fly to tie the game for the Warriors. Perez fouls off the first pitch. Bruel out of the windup now that no one's on base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded to third. Templeton gets it. Good play with the glove. Throws to first, and that'll end the top of the 6th. Midland puts up 3 runs. Goes and ties the game. We'll be back for the bottom half after this break.
At Dordt, we strive to build community from before you step foot on campus to years after you graduate. We want to give Dordt students the chance to live and learn together and create meaningful, lifelong relationships that are rooted in faith. Connect to others in purposeful relationships at Dordt University.
In the Dome, we have a space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes, it's for the entire community. Whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
Here for the bottom of the 6th inning, after the Midland 3-run inning, DJ Kerr's going to lead off. He swings at the first pitch. Didn't look like he was ready for it, but he swings anyway, fouls it off. Aquaro still in the game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, flown into left. Charging in is Boyle. He's not going to get there. That was more of like a pop-up than a fly ball, but Kerr gets the job done. Leadoff single.
Now up, number 13, Chisholm Demers.
Now up to bat for the defenders is the catcher, number 13, Chisholm Demers. 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts. Looking to change that here with the runner on first. They crash in, expecting the bunt. He does bunt. They safe at second. Hardiman bobbled it in his glove. Threw it to second, not in time, and that'll result in a single for Demers. It'll be a courtesy runner for Demers as number 39, Cade Williams, comes in to pinch run. Not pinch run, courtesy run. Still no outs for the top of the lineup here. Schlusserman comes up to hit. as he's 2 for 3 on the day. 2 singles with an RBI, reached on an error. That throws into center field. Kerr's going to third. The throw from Lickery, not in time. It goes off of the Dordt dugout. Hardiman missed the throw, but both of them move up to second and third base. So now Schlesselman has 2 runners in scoring position for this at-bat. See what he can do with it. Tie game. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the first pitch. Ball outside. The pitch from Aquaro. Swung on, fouled off. Second and third, 1-1's the count. Here's a pitch from Aquaro. That one's left outside by Schlesselman. Infield's in here from Midland, cutting off that possible go-ahead run. Schlesselman takes ball 3. So there is an open base, but Aquaro would rather him ground something into the infield here. There's the 5-pitch walk to Schlesselman. That'll bring up the left fielder, number 8, Carson Belcher. And no meeting at the mound, so Belcher is going to have a chance with bases loaded, no outs. Infield still in for Midland. First pitch, ball 1. Second pitch called strike. Belcher today is 0 for 2 with a sac bunt and a ground out and a fly out. 1-1 count. Aquaro comes set. Infield in. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up. That one's out of play, going foul. 2-strike count here for Aquaro. Aquaro comes set, a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ball high. Belcher working it here. Aquaro comes set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Belcher stays alive. Aquaro comes set once again. The 2-2 pitch again. Swung on, lined, foul. Aquaro still comes set here for the 2-2 pitch again. Back door, not there. Ball 3. So now it's a full count with the bases loaded. Three, 2. Big pitch here. It comes. Swung on, flown into center. That could get out of here. And it does. Carson Belcher with the grand slam to give Dordt the 9-5 lead here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Tie game, bases loaded, no outs, and Belcher comes up in the clutch with a grand slam to right center. Huge for the defenders, as now they have a lot of insurance, almost doubling their score. That'll bring up number 20, the 3-hitter, center fielder, Logan Harris. He's 0 for 3 today. Reached on an error and scored a run, though. Base is empty for him, no outs. First pitch in the dirt. Umpire says he didn't go. One 0. Here's Aguaro. Swung on, flown into center. Is it back-to-back? It is! Logan Harris back-to-back home runs with Carson Belcher. And that extends the lead to 5 here in this 6th inning. Now the Midland coach is going to come out to the mound, most likely making a pitching change. And they will be. So we'll be back after the pitching change, sponsored by Casey's Bakery.
Biblical truth shapes Dordt's worldview, giving students the wisdom to serve God and neighbor through their work and in their daily lives. Do all that God has created you to do at Dordt University.
Today's Dordt Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
After the pitching change, in which number 19, Derek Lambert, comes into pitch, comes Logan Templeton to hit for the defenders after the back-to-back home runs. Templeton 0 for 2 today. Reached on a walk and scored. There's a 1-0 pitch called strike. Dordt 10 runs, Midland 5. Dordt 7 hits, Midland 7 hits. Dordt 0 errors, Midland 5. That one's outside. Templeton takes for ball 2. Two-one pitch from Lambert. Called strike, bottom of the zone. Lambert, an 8.10 ERA, 2-1 in 10 appearances this year. 6.2 innings in those 10 appearances. And 0 starts, so he's only a reliever here for the Warriors. Pitch is swung on by Templeton, and that looks like it's going to get out of play. So a 2-2 count here. Pitch from Lambert. Swung on, fouled off once again by Templeton. He's battling. 5 runs this inning for the defenders. It's been a long 6th inning after the 3 runs from the Warriors in the top half. 8 runs this inning, 8 of the 15. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Lambert. Swung on, fouled off once again, so Templeton stays alive. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Fouled off once again by Templeton. He's hanging on by a thread here. Umpire's out of balls. Two and two. Here's the pitch from Lambert. Fouled off by Templeton once again. 5 straight foul balls from the freshman. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Lambert. Swung on, fouled off once again. 10 pitches this at bat. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on, flown into left. Is that back-to-back-to-back home runs? It is! Logan Templeton with the deep fly to left makes it 3 straight home runs for the defenders. And an 11-pitch at-bat leads to a home run from the freshman. Huge for the defenders as they extend the lead to 6. The home run from Templeton brings up the DH, number 27, Drew Oreskes, who has a home run in this one already. Here's a pitch from Lambert. Ball in the dirt. Oreskes 2 for 3 with a home run and a single, 2 RBIs. Also grounded out in his other at-bat. 1-0 pitch. Called strike, top of the zone. Here's a 1-1 pitch from Lambert. Called strike on that one. Lambert, a little bit of sidearm action. Might be a little difficult for the defender hitters to read. Templeton didn't seem to have a problem, but he did have an 11-pitch at bat. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3, nasty slider back door. And Lambert sits down Oreskes for the first out of the inning. There will be a pinch hitter here for the defenders. Number 37, Gabe McFarland. Hitting .088 on the season. 3 for 34. Here's the first pitch. That one's high and up. High and out, excuse me. One 1-0 pitch. And that nicked him. Got the jersey. So that'll be a hit by pitch. McFarland gets to first on the free pass. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 29, Cameron Grimes. He's 0 for 2 on the season. 0 for 3 on the season. First at bat today. He has a runner on first for him. Had 1 at bat in the first game. He's 0 for 1 today in this one. Hasn't bat yet. Takes strike 1. Nice little slider from Lambert. Oh, 1 McFarland at first. Here's the pitch. The pick. Over to first, not in time. McFarland's back. Oh, 1. Here's Lambert. McFarland goes. It's a wild pitch. He could have went to third, but he slid into second. So McFarland gets the stolen base. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. One and one. Runner on second here for Grimes. Here's the pitch. Slider inside. Two one. Here's a pitch from Lambert. Ball high. Umpires going to meet together here for something. Grimes swung and missed at that one. So now it's a 3-2 count. Runner in scoring position for him with McFarland at second. Here's a 3-2 pitch from Lambert. Swung on, fouled off. Three-two, Lambert comes set. Here's the pitch. Ball high, so Grimes gets the walk. Gets over to first, and that'll bring up the catcher. That'll bring up the 8-hole hitter, number 23, DJ Kerr. Kerr's 1 for 2 today with 2 runs. He comes with a runner on first and second. Slider inside is popped up by Kerr to the second baseman, Wandler. He's there. Catches it for the second out. And that brings up the catcher, number 13, Chisholm Demers.
Now batting, number 13, Chisholm Demers.
Demers 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts, as well as a fielder's choice on a bunt in his last at-bat. First pitch is low from Lambert. One 1-0 pitch from Lambert. Slider was trying to get a front door, hit Demers in the leg. So that's another hit by pitch. Leaving the bases loaded for the leadoff man, number 14, Joey Schleselman. Going to be a courtesy runner for Demers as number 39, Cade Williams, comes in to run for him. Lambert, 2 outs, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Slider cuts right over the plate for strike 1. Here's a pitch from Lambert. Swung on a little late there from Schleselman, and he's down 0-2 with 2 outs here. Two from Lambert. Swung on, fouled off. Lambert comes set for the 0-2. Here it is. Schleselman takes ball 1. One-two count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it here for the bottom of the 6th inning. 6-run inning for Dordt. Gives them a 6-run lead. We'll be back for the top half of the 7th after this.
Biblical truth shapes Dordt's worldview, giving students the wisdom to serve God and neighbor through their work and in their daily lives. Do all that God has created you to do at Dordt University.
Student-driven broadcast productions. This is the Dordt Media Network.
Carrick delivers a 2 RBI single.
Watch Dordt home baseball games all season long right here on the Dordt Media Network.
Stanley chugs into second base with the double.
Thanks for watching.
Back here for the top of the 7th. Bruel still in for the defenders after the large amount of run support he just got. Leading off for the Warriors, number 4, Dax Wandler. second baseman. First pitch he takes. Wandler's 1 for 1 with a walk and a double here today. Second pitch from Bruel is in the dirt. One and one here for Bruel. That one's just a bit inside. Bruel so far, 6 innings, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 7 hits, and 5 runs given up. All 5 earned. Good outing from him on senior day, as the changeup is swung on and missed. Brings it to 2-2 count. Two pitch from Bruel. Here it is. Swung on, flown left. It's going to be out of play. In right field for the defenders, number 12, Braden Bigger. He replaces Matthew McMillan. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Bruel. Called ball 3. Here's a 3-2 pitch from Bruel. Swung on, grounded to first. Kerr Fields takes it himself. That'll be the first out of the inning. Brings us back to the top of the lineup for the Warriors. Now it's number 1, Brody Boyle. Boyle went to go pick up the bat. Confused me there. Now to bat is the 9-hitter, number 38, Kobe Sandstrom, the catcher. And here's a pitch from Bruel. Called strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Oh, 2 pitch coming up from Bruel. Here it is. Swung on, fouled off. Sandstrom's 1 for 2 today. The RBI single and a fly out. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped to third. Templeton's got it. The throw to first in time. So a quick 2 down here in the top of the 7th for the defenders. Looks like this might be it for Bruel. And it will be. So we'll be right back after this pitching change, sponsored by Casey's Bakery. Now in the game for the defenders. Into pitch is number 25, Nolan Armstrong. As Boyle comes to the dish for the Warriors. Armstrong's first pitch is a ball high. Armstrong, 8.47 ERA, 11 appearances, 1-3 record, 2 starts and 17 innings pitched. Boyle pops it up, chucks the bat in anger, and Schlesselman's under it. That's it for the top of the 7th. We'll be back for the bottom half after this. Back here for the bottom half of the 7th. Leading off for the defenders, number 12, Braden Bigger. Hitting .235 on the year, 20 for 85. The 0-0 pitch is high. Bigger hitting in the 2 spot for Belcher. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Lambert still in for the Warriors here in the bottom of the 7th. Throws the 1-1 pitch as it's called strike 2. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Lambert, and he swords Bigger off a nasty inside slider, and that'll be out number 1. Brings up the 3-hitter, number 20, Logan Harris. Went deep in his last at-bat. That was his only hit in this game. Part of back-to-back-to-back home run sequence in the last inning as he takes ball 1. That was Harris's second home run of the season in that last inning as he takes ball 2. Little activity going on in the Midland bullpen. Not sure who it is. Here's a 2-0 pitch. front door slider to Harris is called strike. Two one, Lambert. Swung on by Harris. That's going back. Reyes going back, and he'll catch it just in front of the warning track. Deep fly ball on what looked like a pitch that Harris reached for. Makes the second out of the inning. Brings up the freshman, number 4, Logan Templeton. He's coming off a homer as well, just like Harris. 1 for 3 today. 2 runs, an RBI, and a walk as well. 2 outs, so he's looking to start some here for the defenders. He swings, flies one into center. Lickery looks like he's under that one, and that will be a quick bottom 7th. That'll be the end of this one. We'll be right back after this break. Leading off for the Warriors, the 2-hitter, number 20, Joshua Hardiman, and in to pitch for the defenders is number 15, Daniel Butine. Butine, 6.41 ERA, 13 appearances this season, 4-1 record. He has 26 innings pitched. Hardiman, 1 for 3 today. A strikeout, a flyout, and a single. Here he is leading off the top of the 8th. The pitch from Butine. Just high. 2-0 count. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, chopped, left side, foul ball. Butine gets the sign. Comes set, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. 3-1 count here. The 3-1 from Butine. Swung on. A little flare to second. Susserman picks up, throws to Kerr, and that's out number 1. That'll bring up the 3-hitter for the Warriors, number 36, Chris Ortega. 2 for 3 today with a double and a home run. He smoked a home run into right center. Help boost the Warriors' numbers. But now they trail 6. 1 out in the 8th inning. They have 5 outs to work with. First pitch from Butine's inside. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Butine, is outside for ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Butine, inside. .30 count. Ortega could be the first base runner of the inning for the Warriors. That one's down the middle for strike 1. Butine's allowing a .280 average against his opponents. As there's a 5-pitch walk against Ortega. Ortega thought it was a strike, too. Umpire thought different. As that'll bring up the 4-hitter, the cleanup, number 37, Hayden Crawford. Crawford, 2 for 3 today. Double, a home run with an RBI, as well as a strikeout. Butine steps on. Ortega short lead at first. The first pitch. Slider inside, called strike. Oh, 1. The pitch from Butine. Curveball in the zone, called strike 2. Butine's got some crazy movement on his pitches. Throws upper 80s into the 90s, and that off speed's moving quite a bit. Here's the 0-2. Curveball in the zone, got him looking. Crawford's got some words to say, as that's the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up the right fielder, number 23, Nate Reyes. Reyes is 0 for 2 today with a sac fly. Here he is with a runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch from Butine. Swung on, hits him in the foot. He grabs it, throws to first in time. That's the end of the top of the 8th. We'll be right back for the bottom half right after this. Here for the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher for the Warriors, number 28, Tyler Dunham. 4 appearances this season. No earned runs given up for Dunham. He starts Oreskes off with a strike here. Oreskes 2 for 4 with a home run and a single. Struck out his last time against Lambert, the Submariner. And takes ball 1. Pitch from Dunham fouled off by Oreskes. One-two count here. The pitch from Dunham. Swung on and missed, and that's dirty. A little change-up, split or something, slowing down off speed. That gets Oreskes for the K. That strikeout will bring up number 37, Gabe McFarland. Got hit by pitch in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball inside from Dunham. That one hits McFarland again. So he has 2 at-bats and 2 hit-by pitches.
Now batting number 29, Cameron Grimes.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 29, Cameron Grimes. He's 0 for 0 today with a walk. McFarland at first. Dunham comes set, the pitch. Ball high. Pick off to first. McFarland's there easily. A 1-0 pitch. Ball inside. Here's the pitch from Dunham. Swung on, hit up the middle. Cameron Grimes gets a hit. That's Grimes' first hit of the season. First career hit for Grimes. Big accomplishment for him, and that brings up the 8-hitter, the first baseman, number 23, DJ Kerr, who's 1 for 3 today with a walk and 2 flyouts and a single. Swings at the first pitch, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Dunham. Swung on, flown in the air. It's going to be a pop into the infield. Infield fly rule, so he's out no matter what. So that's a second out of the inning. That'll bring up the 9-hitter, the catcher, number 13, Chisholm Demers, who is 0 for 3 today. Reached on a fielder's choice and had 2 strikeouts and got hit his last at-bat. Dunham swings and misses as Demers. Oh, 1 count. First and second. McFarland at second. Grimes at first. Dunham with the pitch. Swung on, grounded to short. Perez fields, throws to second, takes the easy way. And that'll do it here in the bottom of the 8th. Coming up, Midland's last chance. Chasing 6. We'll be right back after the break. Now to the top of the ninth. Warriors' last chance to come back and win this one. As up to bat is number 14, Jacob LaCory, the center fielder. Butine still on the mound. First pitch, curveball swung on, fouled off. LaCory 0 for 2 today with an RBI, sac fly. Butine looking to shut this one down quick. There's the 0-1 pitch. Outside. One count to LaCory. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lined into right field. Bigger's there, and he catches it. Out number 1. That line out will bring up the shortstop, number 2, Amir Perez. Perez 0 for 3 today. First pitch, curveball, nails Perez. So he'll get a free base out of that. That'll bring up the 8-hitter, second baseman, number 4, Dax Wandler. Wandler 1 for 2 today with a walk. Double out in the second inning. He ended up scoring on that. But here he is in the top of the ninth. Takes strike 1. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, good stop by Demers to keep Perez at first. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, almost hit Wandler, but stayed over the plate enough, so it's 2-1. Butine, the 2-1 pitch. Called strike, great off speed there. 2-2's the count. Wandler trying to fight here, keep the Warriors alive. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's out number 2. That looks like it's going to be it for Butine. As 2 outs in the ninth, they take him out. And it'll be a pitching change. We'll be right back after this break, sponsored by Casey's Bakery. Pinch hitter here for the Warriors, number 18, Cooper Benek. Runner on first form with 2 outs as new pitcher for the Defenders. Number 6, Mason Price, one of the seniors who got honored today. He throws ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is called strike. Benek, no at-bats today. He's pinch hitting. Here's a 1-1 pitch from Price. In the dirt, stopped by Demers. Perez at first still. Here's a pitch from Price. Strike called on the off-speed up in the zone. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Coming from Mason Price, the senior, to close the game out. 2-2 pitch. Ball's high. So we'll have a full count, 2 outs here. Perez will be on the move. Comes set. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Mason Price ends the doubleheader with a strikeout. Dordt wins on Senior Day, 11-5, thanks to a grand slam and a 6-run inning in the 6th. We'll be right back in a couple minutes for the State Farm Player of the Game presentation. Back here for the State Farm Player of the Game presentation. Today's State Farm Player of the Game is brought to you by Ross Hoekstra with State Farm serving Sioux County and the tri-state area. Call Ross at 712-722-0806 for all of your insurance needs. Or stop by the Sioux Center office next to Dairy Queen. Our State Farm Player of the Game is Carson Belcher in the 6th inning. Dordt was tied 5-5. Bases loaded, no outs. Belcher came up clutch. Hit a grand slam to give them a 9-5 lead, and they took it away from there. Never gave up a run after that. Carson Belcher, 1-for-3 day with a grand slam, and he helped lead the Defenders to a Senior Day win. You have watched Dordt Baseball on Dordt Media Network.